All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about XLM. You know, XLM has been able to do something we spoke about in our last update. And in this update, I really want to kind of go over the importance of what we discussed and what's happening with the price right now. Exactly what we discussed in our last update, which was a few hours back, XLM has been able to do that. So, without further ado, let's take a look at it, see what is happening, what are some next price targets. Before I do that though, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So XLM going into Saturday morning still remains to be the top performer in the cryptocurrency top 100, up 56.1%. with the price currently sitting at 43.68 cents. It's higher than this because this is a little behind. But that's not the crazy part. Actually, let's give it a refresh live to really see if it has been updated. Yeah, it's still not updated. When I pull up the charts, you'll see the actual price. But we're up 54.3% over the course of the last 24 hours, guys. 54.6%. And in Bitcoin comparative as well, it's up 54.7% with the market cap at $13 billion. Forget about the market cap for a second. Look at the increase in the 24-hour trading volume. We're looking at 7.1 billion. Your boy has been saying that the price of Stellar, I'm not a person who usually, talks about, whether a dollar could be a reality or not. But for Stellar specifically, I've been quite confident in my recent update that, if it's able to break out of certain levels, it wouldn't really be a major surprise to me if Stellar actually makes its way up to that dollar price point. Because look what's happening with XRP. And remember that positive correlation between the two. XRP is climbing up in a really, crazy way, which of course has left a lot of people speechless. But XLM right now is actually outpacing XRP. But we need to remember that Stellar's market valuation, obviously compared to XRP, is much lower. And again, that is also a positive thing in my opinion. That can honestly push the price of XLM towards the likes of that dollar. And I think that is not an unrealistic price prediction. At the end of the day, of course, time is the most important factor, but what the price has been able to do tells you everything you need to know. We're going to talk about that and really talk about what are some next targets and the importance of the specific move. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the dominance index. So you want to really be thanking the dominance index for pulling below. So since our last update, the dominance actually fell below 60%, guys. We actually saw the dominance falling below 60%, which is of course amazing to see. And in return, Bitcoin has been pretty stagnant. We know in our last update, we discussed what Bitcoin was able to do. We reached a new all-time high at 99,600. Obviously, not a $100,000 retest as of now, which obviously never was a price for Bitcoin. But we know the psychological, price of the 100,000. A lot of people have been waiting for that for years and years. And of course, it's going to break the internet. And I think, sooner rather than later, we're actually going to see the bears, lose this fight and the bulls are gonna catch steam, which they've been doing. Bulls have been in control. I hope you guys realize that bulls have been in full control, and Bitcoin has been hitting all-time high after all-time high. And since this past week, since Monday started, we saw Bitcoin price literally go absolutely insane, and we projected that. I was anticipating we see a new all-time high for Bitcoin, and that's exactly what ended up happening. And again, not a major shocker for us, but yeah, Bitcoin's looking amazing right now, and I think in the next few days we are going to see $100,000 Bitcoin, which of course is going to be really exciting. But we know, but look how fast the dominance is falling down though. Dominance is falling down quite sharply, and that is a huge plus point for altcoins, and that can be felt right now if you're looking across the board. But XLM holders right now, I'm sure, are losing their sleep right now, and I would be too. As you guys know, I've stated this before, I don't hold every single project that I talk about. It's more of, analysis based. I share my personal thoughts with you guys. That does not mean I don't like these projects, but at the end of the day, I don't have unlimited capital, right? But yeah, XLM did exactly what we spoke about. And let me kind of reiterate what I mean. So remember that key resistance we spoke about yesterday? I'm sure you guys know about this key resistance now. We were talking about this resistance so much. We broke out of there, and look at the significance of that resistance breakout. After we broke out of that key resistance, the price of XLM went up 100%. Let me just, that's a mic drop moment right there. A mic drop moment. Let me just repeat that again. After XLM broke out of this key resistance, the price has gone up 100%. Go watch my old videos. Not even too long ago, like a day or two ago, I spoke about the significance of this. If this is able to break out, we could start heading towards the likes of 44 cents. And that's exactly what happened with the price of XLM. And again, I'm not trying to make myself sound like, some extreme, like crazy expert over here. It just takes time, and anyone can be like this. Anyone, takes obviously some time, and I've been in this market for 8 years, but by no means does this not mean that you can't be able to read these charts. I try to make it as easy as possible. I know the complete extreme technicals as well. Like I said, I've been in this market for quite some time, but my viewers, I want you guys to understand it from a completely easy standpoint, and you can really see at this point, yet again, another confirmation that key resistance was extremely important. And imagine you were waiting for that resistance to maybe have that as a confirmation for yourself to enter. If you did, you're up 100% just like that. But literally what we spoke about in our last updates has actually ended up happening. I talked about this key resistance at 44, literally at 44 cents as well. I spoke about the exact 44 cents resistance, and we literally retested that, and we actually went above that. We went to 48.3 cents, but that exact same resistance obviously now is coming as a little bit of a level of support. But yeah, guys, as I've stated to you guys before, I think XLM can fly quite fast, to the likes of the 61.5 cents, even, the last cycle's high, which was around the 77.9 cents, quite fast. Because look at the historic. After, this key resistance, I think you could see XLM going to the likes of, the 60 cents quite fast, in my opinion. And with the volume that's on XLM's end right now, honestly, this won't be an unrealistic thing to be looking at. And of course, major developments also coming out for XLM and XRP. Obviously a potential of them working together. And there's a lot of rumors flying around for XLM. And obviously it's known as, Ripple's little brother. As we know, and known as a digital silver. Some people actually call it that. But yeah, a great move. You guys deserve this, and especially to all the people that have been picking up XLM below the 16.4 cents key resistance. You guys are up right now in a matter of just a few days, 427%. I cannot wrap my head around 427%. Utility projects are mooning right now. It is utility projects narrative right now. There's no arguing about that. And this is a perfect example for you right here. And I think XLM is about to break out of this key resistance and actually start heading towards the likes of 61.2 cents. Obviously, there's going to come a time where you do see a little bit of a consolidation. So maybe if Bitcoin were to see a little bit of a minor pullback going into the weekend and a dominance kind of picks up, maybe this can have a little bit of an impact on XLM. But the way things are holding right now, and the way the price is holding above, that major key resistance, of course, from November 2021, I am more than optimistic right now that, we do see in the near short term that 60 cents price point, because there's not much, believe it or not, there's not much resistance coming in the way for XLM. So, with the volume that we're seeing, this can come much faster than you can expect. But at the end of the day, we're going to take it one step at a time. Thank you for all your support. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX and peace.